What's the best purchase you've made while drunk? A little anime chick that sits on your car dash. Her boobs jiggle as you drive. I remember I had gotten drunk, but not that I ordered it. So, a couple weeks go by and I get random small package that I have no idea about, but see that it's mine, opened it, immediately super glued it to my dash, and I probably randomly laughed about it for the next few days. Gets a good laugh every time someone new gets in my car. Got super drunk and watched the King Arthur movie when it came out many years ago. Whilst drinking and watching, I managed to drunkenly get online and order a replica Excalibur sword. Forgot about it, until it showed up in the mail. Opened it up, thought whoa, shit this is cool, then put it back in the box where it has basically lived ever since. Saw on Reddit that most cats wear size 0 3 months in baby clothes, promptly ordered my friend's cat a baby track jacket to match his own, mailed it anonymously addressed to the cat. Still get a kick out of their matching outfits. Years later, newish baby clothes are cheap on eBay. I woke up and found a tiny version of those IKEA chairs that have 2 curved legs and bounce. My nephew's birthday was the next day and he was stoked. No idea where I got it. It was not from IKEA and the receipt was not in my language and Google inexplicably couldn't translate it. On a plane ride back from Mexico, from a scratch and sniff from a magazine that was in the Uber driver's car, I bought duty-free Hermes cologne. It definitely raised the bar for indulgence. It was $150 a bottle. I still buy it every couple years when I run out. Maestro by Gibson Les Paul copy, purchased at 2 a.m. from an electronics store for $60. Came with an amp, picks, and everything you need to get started. Kind of a piece of crap, and eventually sold it for $50, but started my obsession with the electric guitar. Not me, but my dad bought a house drunk. He had already been contemplating buying one to try and flip and nearly shit himself when he woke up the next day. Luckily it was a good buy and he was able to make around $15,000 profit after a little touch up to it. Technically all of them. There's this thing I do where I browse Amazon when I'm sober, find things I like and want but don't actually need and just add them to my cart. Then when I get drunk I'll hop on there and hit that checkout button. I bought the Ronco Showtime rotisserie in the middle of the night, hammered from an infomercial in about 2002. I used it for a few years and passed it on to my brother, who still uses it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I Venmo'd my mate $200 while drunk. He purchased a date while in South America. The date was an all-night ordeal. He said it was the best night of his life with the most beautiful woman on the planet. Cheers! I once bought tickets to the UCL final, which I by sober standards could never ever afford. If somehow it did not break me financially, I can eat 3 meals a day and I have some pretty great memories. I one time donated a kid's tuition to a summer camp for low-income kids. It was like $50-75 but the kid, his camp name was Panther I think? I never met him, was stoked. Very worth it. Woke up one Saturday lunchtime after a hard night out with some friends, staggered over to my PC and found an email receipt from Tire Rack for a set of Oz racing wheels and tires. Among other things, I made my Uber driver buy Amy a pint of Häagen-Dazs mint chip ice cream that ended up melted in the bottom of my purse. My Uber driver was very much over me. Massive, like 36 inches. Base to tip dildo for the arrived while I wasn't home, and when she texted me for an explanation, I told her to go fuck herself. Sort of this. Drunk me ordered and paid for a pizza to be delivered at 10 a.m. the next morning. Gave myself a pat on the back when it arrived as had no recollection. At 2 a.m. I got $200 in chips at a casino. Played roulette for 2 hours. I did everything opposite of what the dealer pit boss told me to do. Walked away with $15K. I bought my wife a chopping board with her name engraved on it from the Nick Offerman wood shop. Cost more in shipping than it did to buy it, but she loves it. I woke up one morning so thirsty, hungover, dry, and found 6 of those fat Gatorades beside the bed I was crashing on. That was 15 years ago. I still remember it. Bought a puppy for 50 cents. My GF was pissed when I came home drunk with a dog. The dog lasted a decade longer than the GF. Lol. Best purchase ever. I put 5 places in a hat which were on my bucket list to go to. Pulled one out and booked a one-way ticket. It was New York from Brisbane. Us. Heavily soiled 2006 Ford Mondeo, bought unseen and untested. Cleaned up a treat. Amazing car. We all mourned her when she passed a year ago. A slice of pizza from a pizza truck. To this day I don't know if it was the best slice I had or it was because I was drunk. Scrub daddies are 100 worth the hype. Mine's lasted for 4 months. Edit, I missed the part about being drunk. Oops. Vacation to the Azores. Giggling as we clicked the buy button. Woke up joyful the next morning. Best trip ever. The best was this LED light that is a pink frog with a blue cowboy hat. 10/10 recommend for the serotonin. My Rammstein hoodie. It just makes me happy. I'm a simple lady who rarely spends money on herself. Relieved face. My friend messaged me if I wanted a puppy. Fuck yeah, I want a puppy. I now have 3 dogs. A bismuth crystal hand sample. It looked really neat and lived on my desk during college. Deluxe Snuggie. Not the one made out of the fabric in hospital blankets. Fucking legit. Base set Charizard. Unlimited, not first or shadowless. I wasn't that drunk. A miniature wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man from my office. Asian massage by far even got a free fortune cookie when done. Relica Detroit Pistons 2004 NBA Finals Championship Trophy. 32 ounces of tater tots served in a giant styrofoam cup. A burrito from Muchas Gracias with extra salsa verde.